Hey guys, Ep25 here with episode number 25 of our Brentford career on Football Manager 2020. It's a new season. We are in the 2022-2023 season. We're ready to go. We have got back-to-back 6th place finishes in the league. If we can improve on that, maybe finish 5th or maybe even push for Champions League football by finishing in 4th, that would be incredible. But we have made a couple of transfers. I'd like to think we've improved the team quite a lot, but we have also missed out on some big names. So, let's quickly go over the transfers we have made. Okay, so if we go over the outs first. So, Mads Roslev has been sold to Brondby. It's back in his native Denmark. He was sold for 300,000 coins, 300k. Halli Drezosglou was sold to QPR for 500k, rising to 625k. He was never really going to get into the starting lineup. Obviously on the left, we've got Ollie Watkins there, so he was never really going to get in. Tariq Fosu was sent to NYCFC for 1.6 million. Once again, played a couple of times last season. One game, one goal, and a 7.1 rating. 13 times for us in the Prem. It is slightly under his value, but that's fine by me. Varela, the man we signed as a replacement, obviously due to the injury. We signed him for 1 million from Copenhagen. Sold him for 3.5. We made our money back. He played 20 games for us. Did alright, he was a good servant, but we did obviously sign John Joe Kenny last season, who came in and replaced him. So that's the sales for money. Then we've got a couple of loans. And obviously we lost Aaron Presley on a free. If you remember Aaron Presley, he came in for a few games, actually scored a goal for us back in the Championship. So the lowest fee isn't even a fee. It is for Leandro Paredes from PSG. We've loaned him in. He's come to us on loan. He'll come beef up our midfield. Hopefully should do a pretty good job. 22 million. There was an option to buy in there, but I removed that because obviously I want to. It's not an option to buy, an obligation to buy. I just want to test him out for this season. If we enjoy him, we'll sign him. His contract is up at the end of the year, so we could even sign him on a free. But yeah, that's going to be our first signing. A free loan for Leandro Paredes, the Argentinian midfielder. Next up is a familiar face from Wales, from the Everton career. It is Rabbi Matondo from Schalke. We signed him for 4.5 million. He kind of started to actually get some game time in the Schalke starting 11 last year. Got 8 starts, 11 from the substitute bench. Got a 6.74. 2 goals, 1 assist, 1 player of the match. And now he's going to come in. He's going to be back up to side on that right-hand side. Obviously last season we didn't have a natural right-handed side backup. But now we've got Rabbi. Once again, he's got pace for days. Great agility. He's going to be great on the ball. Basically, you give him the ball, he'll run at the defence. He'll weave in between them. And again, for only 4.5 million, I think that is a very nice looking signing. And obviously, he should develop at the club, maybe get a bit better. Next up, obviously, with the loss of Varela, we had to sign someone to come in and be our new backup right back. That is Nathaniel Klein. We signed him again. Another 4.5 million signing. I averaged a 7 last season for Newcastle, so he isn't bad. But yeah, he's going to come in, be rotation for John Joe Kenny. And yeah, he's English, adds to the homegrown players and whatnot. But yeah, I think that's a very good deal. Only on 22.5k per week. We got his wages down, and he's got a 1-year extension after 5 games. So that should. That will probably get triggered this season. Now, I'm questioning between these next two because one of them is a player I'm really excited about. And the other is just a new centre-back that can come in and help us. So we're going to go over the centre-back. He is the most expensive signing we've made this summer. It is Filippo Romagna. Italian centre-back. He's got one cap for Italy, but he is a ball-playing centre-back, which is what we want in that defence. He signed for us for 17.5 million. He was a player we were looking at in January, and I decided against it. I decided to stick with Chris Smalling and Pierre. And yeah, Filippo's come in. He is going to come in and replace Kick Pierre as our ball player. So it's now going to be Smalling and Filippo as our two centre-backs. Very, very good looking centre-back. Finally, this man right here. We have gone and done some scouting. Yeah, we've done some scouting all over the world. I'll go over a couple of players we missed out on that looked world class. This is Milomir Mikovic. He's a 19-year-old Serbian central midfielder. Current ability is 4 stars. He has potential to be one of the best midfielders at the club. He is a deep line playmaker, which is quite unfortunate. It did mean we have to change up the squad slightly. But look at these stats. Look at his mental stats. Like, how incredible is that for a 19-year-old? It's incredible. And he signed for 14.25 million. I was negotiating with the Red Star all summer to try and get him. And in the end, I just paid his release clause of 14 million. I was trying to negotiate with him literally all summer to try and get him for a bit cheaper. In the end, we just paid his release clause. And he is on 32k per week. And he does have a relegation release clause of 51 million and a minimum fee release clause of 103 million. So if anyone pays 103 million, I'm absolutely fine to let him go. Wilke Farines, we had a £10 million accepted. We offered him his contract. We were the first team to offer him his contract, and then fucking Atleti came in, offered him 105k per week, and he signed for them. Victor Hugo came in from SEP, I think that's Palermas, in the Brazilian league. He had his release clause of 22.5 million. We paid that, and what we did, we had an offer accepted, but he didn't want to join us because there was interest from Liverpool and Man United. Them two teams dropped their interest. We went right back in, paid his release clause, had everything accepted, got down to the contracts. We offered him the contract. We offered him about 70k per week, so he was going to be one of the highest paid players in our team. And in the end, he decided to go for Leicester. And Leicester, last season, they finished 15th. You know, they don't even have continental football. Olympique Lyon. Kofi Radji is a French striker, 17 years old, coming in, 4-star, 4.5-star potential, very brave. He's like the next Kylian Mbappe. And again, we had our offer. 14.5 million they got him for, going up to 18. And we got, obviously, once again, he chose Lyon over ourselves. And again, Lyon are a bigger club than us. I can understand, it's in his native France. They came second in the league last year. You can understand. He's not even their best youth player, apparently. They've got another good striker in there. I'm a bit bummed out we couldn't get the likes of Kofi Radji or Victor Hugo across the line, because they would have been game changers. If we had signed them, they would have been absolute game changers. But yeah, I'm excited for this season and the potential maybe to push once again for Europa League, and we'll see how we're doing. So, as for Leeds, they've got Will Hoofer. We'll call him Hoofer because he's hoofing it upfield. Dejidi, Cooper, Ferguson and Godoy. McCalmont and Phillips as the two DMs. Jack Harrison, Boguzus, Helder Costa and Mojica up top. And we get the season off and going, and 3 minutes in, our new signing Leo Paredes gets a tight groin and looks like he might have to come off. That's fine, we'll bring Woodburn on. Mental. But Misovic gets his first kind of chances on the ball. Woodburn to side into De Silva, over the top to Kenny across to Watkins, continues his fine goal scoring form from the previous season. 5 minutes in, Kenny to Watkins. I think that's how we started last season as well. The old Kenny across goal to Watkins. Lovely play, look at this side. Finds the ball to De Silva. De Silva just over the top to Kenny. So much space. Across to the back post. Watkins heads it back across goal. Lovely goal. Obviously, Ellen Road's a tough place to come for the first game of the season. 40th minute, chance here, across goal. Cooper blocked just got blocked. There's ping pong in the box there. Calvin Phillips is the one that tucks it away. Defensively, there's no real problem there. Maybe that we didn't clear it out. But, yeah, it's just ping pong in the box. Bit unfortunate, but nothing you can really do there. But a chance here for Leeds. 2 minutes into the second half. Cooper over the top to Harrison. Heads it down to Smalling. Smalling over the top. Pellegrini. Can he take it down? No, he can. It was pretty much straight back to Cooper there. As Godoy whips it across. Romango wins the header. Bogus. Helder Costa. Calvin Phillips now. Godoy across. Kenny heads it. McCalmont. Harrison hits the post. They've been very, very dominant this game. We've held possession. We are not getting the shots off. Maybe I feel like we're probably just losing the ball. Maybe by trying to play it over the top. But Rico Henry to Woodburn. Henry across. Pellegrini tucks it home. Pellegrini with his first goal of the season on the hour mark. Talking about not having enough shots, and then Pellegrini goes and does that. The Italian stallion. Rico, Woodburn, back to Rico, little 1-2. Dinked across, head of his man, down in that bottom left-hand corner. Really nice finish. Another chance here for Leeds, 72 minutes in, Sosa. Misovic got the block, but it did unfortunately fall through as Matonda finds Pellegrini. Got a counter-attacking opportunity here as Pellegrini is quicker than that defence. Nicely done. Man in the middle, across. Watkins gets on the end of it and quite luckily fell through to him. Rico to the byline, cuts it across to Jimmy Milner. Misovic on his debut! Just over the crossbar. When Misovic scores his first goal, I'm going to go mental. Chance here for Leeds from a throw-in. All the way up. Misovic, I think, maybe won that header. Not quite sure, but he's tracking back nicely and he wins the ball to Woodburn. Woodburn over the top to Pellegrini. He's going to have to go it alone here. Can he do it? Oh, great save by the keeper. Really nice save by the keeper there. Final 5 minutes. We remember what happened last time we played Leeds. Calvin Phillips scored in the last minute. I think that was back in the Championship. We were winning 1-0. Calvin Phillips scored in the last minute to equalise. But it does look like we're going to win this one. We have travelled to Ellen Road. We've continued our rivalry with Leeds and we've continued it in a winning way. Watkins and Pellegrini continuing their goal scoring form from the previous season. Misovic got a 6.9 on his debut, so that's an okay rating. Good ratings for the defence. They seem to be working well together. Assists for both the wing backs. What more can you say, really? But yeah, we will be back for the Europa League group stage, the first game in the group stage. We'll do Spurs and the first group stage game, and we'll obviously come back with a draw. Hope you guys have enjoyed this one. Nice to be starting with a win in the new season. If you guys have enjoyed, please like, subscribe, and peace.